Hello and welcome to episode 4. Uh, no, 5. God damn it. Episode 5 of Let's Play Final Fantasy 14 Heaven's Ward. No, Stormblood. That's it. Alright. Alright, I'm just going to click past this and wow, this is a lot to read, but I'm going to click past this and read it in chat instead, because I by accident Yeda? Alright. There we go. Alright, let's read what was said here. Alright. Well met, Joffrey. Elfinode said you would be joining us. It would seem the Griffins double was telling the truth. Insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the masked camp. Do you perchance find one in Sarak? Actually, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. The crystals, Mephilia, all of it. It's just, I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Yuda. Even now, I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. It was bittersweet, but also affirming. Alphanode. I believe it is past time Yuda and I rejoined the Scions. We have been away for far too long. Papalimo. But I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices. I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspective, and I hope that we might in turn offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Yuda, gods. I've been absolutely ages. It's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. Alpha Node, we should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tale may well surprise you. Gondabald, Yuda? Yuda, Ralgor, be praised. It is you. Yuda, alive and standing here before me in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. Oh, come now. Has it really been so long you don't remember me? I'm Gundabald. I fought beside you, your father, in the revolution. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways. But resistance were always welcome in Little Alamigo. They gave us hope, and young Yuda most of all. Hey, Yuda, here was always Yuda here was always full of fire. Ever the first to volunteer for a mission, until the day she up and vanished. That is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst. But here you are, alive and well, looking nearly a day older. But Yuda, but well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still the Circle of Knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got my hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Papalima, pray forgive her. It has been a very long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to Rising Stones. Hells take me for giving you that mask. Alright, there we go. Oh, so let's head back to the Revenant's Toll. And let's see what's going on here. Oh, what do you have for me? There we go. Joffrey, I have subsided on the scraps of travels of this. Huh? I have subsisted on the scraps of travelers, all but wasting away whilst I awaited the full repast that only you can provide. They say you brought an an end to 1,000 years of war. That the great worm Nidhogg shall no more darken the skies of Ishgard. But the dragon's song must have a final verse. I beg you, feed me every morsel. I shall devour every sight, every sound, every blow that you landed upon his scaly hide. What a glorious fare! Brother set against brother, a fallen companion saved. I am revived and restored, and my fingers ache to strum the score. And I'm not going to sing. There we go. What say you? Does your blood not quicken at tales retelling? Why not? One might accuse the language of being overly flowery, but epic deeds demand epic depictions. Do you not agree? The Mistress Ballad, right? Nice. Alright. Head back in here. Alright, let's see what Alphinaud has to say here. Welcome home, Geoffrey. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Fankred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Once he has delivered them safely into the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here, and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Justola and Kryl, and brief them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future.
Back in the Solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable. And we've always got him to keep us from bickering.
Yeah, right.
But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
A new adventure, whatever. What else?
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
All right. I'm moving here. Look at them, Joffrey. The signs of the 7th dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where we go here, from here, and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together. And we've just got the wind up Moonbreeder.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand. Thank you. I shall guard it well.
there is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you all on the glorious day. True believers are so readily led. I have given them everything they desire, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted then? Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting. And the void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. Oh boy, I do recognize those. The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds, you have proven yourself the most deserving. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe. It was here all along. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun. I got the feeling I actually jumped the gun a bit, so this should be the beginning of a Stormblood. So yeah, let's talk to Tatora here and see what he has for us. Fighting for Jir Abonia. Yeah, this is literally the first quest. Level 60. Ah, Joffrey. Just here I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. Huh? And Diamond Forge is where? Oh, right outside the door. Here? Yes, there it is. And I dare you to try not to laugh at this. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties. But as I said, this won't take long. I need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. Right, everyone, ready to go to work? No squirming now, and you might want to close your eyes. Oh boy. Ow. That sounded painful. There! All is finished. The warrior of light, every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Oh. Well, wouldn't you like to know? Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Joffrey. All in good time. Aha! Found you. Alphinaud wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seemed to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. Oh man, this scene always makes me laugh.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphinaud, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elisée. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our number step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness! Help! I need some help here!
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... You stole her! Please, you have to help her!
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emeric, and encourage him to send an envoy. Tataru, Krile, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
Alright.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louisoix himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Alright, well, I think that's a good place to call this an end of this episode. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, feel free to hit the like button. And if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And yeah, if you enjoy my content, then feel free to hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell. There is quite a big number of people that are not subscribed to my channel, so I would love to see more of you subscribed, and well, perhaps that meter shown on the screen will change to a bit more subscribers. Anyhow, I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.